What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Beast Motorsport YouTube channel. Today we're at Sport Driving Motors, located right next to the Pacific Raceways racetrack. And I gotta tell you, I'm getting pretty excited. You see this Porsche GT3 right behind us. I get to take this thing out on track here in about an hour. Pretty damn excited. I've never driven a Porsche before, let alone a GT3. So I figure the first time I drive one, why not be at the Pacific Raceways track at pretty much whatever pace I want. You know, obviously after I get comfortable. But this is Collin. He owns this business, and so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah, so I've been a track enthusiast for years. I took the one-day high performance clinic here at Performance Racing School in 2019, and since then I've been back here about 40 times for all types of days, intermediate days, advanced lapping days. And after being around the track a lot, I realized that what I like to do wasn't present and available for everybody in the community to do. So I decided that I wanted to be a part of the new industrial complex that they built here. And so I rent out Porsches to the public to drive on the racetrack through Performance Racing School.
So pretty dang cool. So yeah, he's given me the opportunity to take this GT3 out. I'm really excited, so we're going to kind of take you guys along with that today.
I recommend being in the stiff suspension mode, so make sure you tap that and it lights up in red. Okay. And then also PDK Sport. Traction
control, anything like that, I'm not going to mess with any of that.
I think Porsche has a pretty good recipe for this car, and when I'm out here, I usually don't mess with that. Oh,
especially not ever driving this car before. Just leave the regular traction control system on.
Yep.
That's going to be the safest. Might not be the absolute fastest, but for me, that's what I'm going to do. That's it. It's pretty simple.
Yes, sir.
3 buttons.
Yep.
3 buttons and a steering wheel. There's not a single button on this steering wheel. Look at this.
Steering wheel, a few buttons, and a flat 6.
The horn. Does the horn work? Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Super boring, huh?
Bro, it's a fucking scalpel. This thing just like...
It's unreal.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's so fast.
How does everything feel? Brakes and...
everything feels fine. Can you check pressures? Just make sure everything's good? So this thing, so I went out for about 20 minutes. I just had to pull back in because they were bringing the sweeper out to clear the gravel. But it feels so nimble. It feels like a friggin' scalpel. I mean, this thing, it just, you point it in the direction you want to go and it just goes there. So it's interesting. It feels smaller than my car, which, you know, they're probably about the same size. I think this weighs a little bit more, but it feels a little bit more nimble than my car. This is the first time I've ever driven a GT3, and man, it is fast. It is insane the amount of power this thing just puts down. It's also on pretty sticky tires right now too. But that was a pretty fun, just quick little 20-minute session. Feels amazing. I mean, it makes me want one very badly. So I see what all the hype is about. That was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to get back out and kind of push it a little bit more. I was taking it pretty easy, but push it a little bit more. Try to get the rear to start rotating around a little bit. It was understeering there a little bit, and so he adjusted the tire pressures. So hopefully it doesn't push so much.
have fun.
Yeah, that was that was crazy, dude. I was finally towards the end getting, because I've never driven a rear engine car.
I know it's
So
different,
if you
man.
think about it, it's a lot different. So the way
Very
that it rotates under braking is just so much different than I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I was finally getting used to dragging the brakes into the turn and allowing that
Yes.
rotation, you know, so it
That-
was like friggin' blast, man. I've never driven anything that fast before. It was absolutely insane. Faster than my E92, hands down for sure. I think my E92 could go toe to toe with this, especially with the sequential. But I think it's fast.
You drove well.
Thank you. Yeah. No, it feels good. It's a testament to how easy it is to drive, because I literally haven't been on track at that pace for 8 months now, and I was able just to hop in that, get right up to speed. You know, I wasn't going slow, so it's pretty easy to drive.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, the GT3, an entry-level driver can go in, feel at home, be able to drive it out here and have fun. But conversely, an advanced driver can drive this thing for one session, 5, 10, and still learn new ways to get more performance out of the car. That's what's so special about the GT3. Literally any driver can go in, any skill level, and you can get something out of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The main thing that stood out to me with this, that's different than my E92, because this is rear engine and my E92 is front engine, is the way that this rotates under braking. So you can hit the brakes, you can turn the steering wheel, stay on the brakes, and that rear just comes right around with the braking, which is pretty dang cool. So that's something that stood out to me immediately in this car. Besides just how fast it is, it's got 500 horsepower, right? It's right about 500. So that's about 100 horsepower more than my car. What does this weigh?
My guess is 3,200.
3,200. So my E92 is about 3,000.
Yep.
So they feel pretty similar, but this thing and then the tires are also pretty dang sticky too.
Yeah, you can great
But the way this thing picks up speed is just insane. So,
Very cool. Yeah, you drove so well.
well, and it's back in one piece. So that's the most
what
important
matters.
thing, you know.
Yep.
That was in my mind the whole time. I was like, all right, this is not my car. But it's easy to drive fast. So it's pretty cool.
Glad you had a great experience.
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, it's really, really, really cool. And in the description below, we're going to put all his information. So if you guys want to come out here to Pacific, rent one of his Porsches. I mean, he's an awesome guy. He's taking care of us all day. Made us coffee, gave us water, offered us food. I mean, it's just a really, really, really nice guy. So hit him up. It's worth your while. It's worth the money, and you can have a great day coming out here and driving one of these GT3s around Pacific Raceways. Pretty damn cool.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.